Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lizzie and I'm a conveyancer working with the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales. And by working, I mean working from my dining room table 2 meters from the kitchen. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are very excited to introduce REI QuiContract, brought to you by the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales to help you get a property to market quicker than ever before. You do this by ordering a marketing contract as soon as you sign up a new listing. If you sign up a client in their home, you will even receive half the contract documents before you've left the client's house. To order the contract, all you need to do is type in the client's address, and in a few clicks, the contract documents start rolling in. So why do our members use REI QuiContract? I'm sure you've all experienced some frustrations with delays in getting your sale contract. With REI QuiContract, we're going to fix that. In the current climate, adding value to the great service you already provide your client is crucial. It's free to register and it does not cost your client any more than it would if their conveyancer obtained the same contract documents. Now, some of you may have great relationships with your conveyancers. We're not asking you to change those relationships. In the past, they've probably even asked you to help them obtain a planning certificate from council. Now you can obtain all the contract documents in one click from REI QuiContract and send it to them as soon as they are retained by the client. If you sign up a client and can instruct the conveyancer 5 minutes later, you might not want to use REI QuiContract, and that's okay. But if you sign up a client and can't engage with the conveyancer straight away, by using REI QuiContract, you'll have the marketing contract a lot quicker. And that means you can advertise the property for sale a lot quicker as well. Today, I'll take you through a live order and show you just how quick and easy it is. Now, because I am using my home ADSL internet, what you see might be a little bit slower than usual, so do excuse any momentary pauses or delays in what you are seeing. I'll start the share screen now. Excuse the black screen while everything starts to catch up. Now, if you do have any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat box. And I have John from REI, who you all know and love, ready at hand to answer those questions. Ready to go, John?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Send questions through, guys. And for those who I haven't said hello to yet, thanks for joining the call today.
Great. Thank you. And you should be able to see that there. We also have a very exhaustive list of frequently asked questions on our website, so feel free to look at those as well after this session. I know you're all busy, so let's get to it. So I know you're very familiar with this situation. You're sitting there on your client's couch and you've just signed the agency agreement. They want to get the property as soon as possible, and so do you. But first, you need a sales contract, and that's where REI QuiContract comes in. If you're registered with REI QuiContract, you can immediately log into your account and order your first sale contract. All you need to do to get started is type in an address. Oh, there we go. Now, once you confirm the address on the next page, once it loads, sorry, there goes my internet again. Once you confirm the address on this page and click the next step button, your credit card will be charged a fee of $10 per title. Now that's half the cost of what other information services charge for a title search. You can download the title search from this page, or you will also receive an email with the title search attached as well. If the property was a strata property, you will be charged $10 for the lot title and a further $10 for the common property title. Here you can check the owner's name, verifying you have the correct name on your agency agreement. And further down, it will show you all the dealings on title. Now already, at the cost of 2 large coffees, you are armed with valuable live information, including the registered proprietor's details, any restrictions and easements on title, as well as any caveats which might be a red flag for you later down the track. let's move on to the next page. Okay, and once you're registered with REI QuiContract, your details will be populated on this page. You can fill in the other details below for the lawyer or conveyancer, or you can simply skip this page. You can now see the sale contract inclusions and can fill them in as appropriate. Or if your client isn't quite sure yet what they want to include, simply skip this step. We have a new feature due to be released shortly, allowing you to select an urgency option for your planning and sewer diagrams if they are available. Now, not all councils provide this urgent order option, but if they do, they of course charge extra for it. Moving on. Okay. You should be able to now see the price for contract documents required by law to be included in your sale contract. Before paying for your order, you can choose to use your client's credit card, which you can enter in here, or proceed with your registered card. Okay, so you might be thinking, what does it usually cost? As you know, different properties will have a different number of dealings registered on title, and the cost generally depends on the number of those dealings. There are also some variances between council to council for your planning and sewer diagrams. But on average, I'd say for a house, $350 for your contract and $450 for strata apartments. Within a few minutes, you'll receive the standard New South Wales printed contract, including a completed front page and all the dealings registered on title. Let's give it a minute while it catches up. And within 1 to 5 business days, you'll receive the balance of the sale contract, including the planning certificate, the 10.7, and also your sewer diagrams. And of course, as your order progresses, you'll receive emails updating you on your order. And you can forward this email to anyone, including the client, the client's conveyancer or lawyer, and they can also download the same available documents here. I'll just head back to that and show you this. Bear with me, sorry everybody. So we'll move on to question and answer time if anybody has any questions. And you might be wondering what you need to do to get started today, which I'll show you the registration page in a sec. Oops, here we have your contract for sale with all the available documents, including that title search and the deposited plan. Okay. So to register, remember it's free and pretty simple to register. Just go to our website or follow any of the links that John will send through to you shortly. And you can register today and just have your account handy in case you have to order a contract for sale. As mentioned earlier, we also have a very exhaustive list of frequently asked questions, and we have a dedicated hotline and email address, and we can answer any queries you have anytime. I can see there's a question there, John, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, so, it's from Claire. Thank you, Claire. Hi guys, can the $10 title search fee be charged to the client's card also?
Good question, Claire. Initially, when you register, you do need to use your credit card, and the title search is required to be ordered before we obtain the full cost of the order. However, if you're wanting to have your client pay for the title search, you can assist them in creating their own account as well. Anyone can register. You'll see on the registration page, either a real estate agent, a home seller, or a lawyer or conveyancer can register as well and incur those charges. But of course, $10 for a title search isn't very significant. And I feel like if you show up to a client's house, title search in hand, with all this information that you already have from that title search, it shows you're willing to go that extra yard to do your homework and be ready for anything that they might have to ask. Is there anything else there? So sorry, just to clarify, Claire, if you register, the $10 does need to come from your registered credit card, but you can also assist your client in creating their own account, even if they only use it that one time. So I hope that answers that question.
Lizzie, just on that, so if the client does create their own account, can they use the system straight away?
Absolutely. So you don't need to wait for anything from us to log in and start using the platform, the REI QuiContract platform. As soon as you register, you can log in and start your order. The registration process is easy. It'll take 30 seconds to fill in the details that you need to. And as you've seen from the demonstration today, it's fairly simple and you can pretty much go from start to finish within a couple of minutes and a couple of clicks. So very easy for anyone to use.
Okay, great. So suppose I'm down there with my vendors and we've just ordered the QuiContract agreement. Can I start marketing the property straight away?
Yep, that's a good one, John. I would be comfortable with marketing the property as soon as I receive the full set of REI QuiContract documents. If I'm not selling a house with a swimming pool. As you know, all pools need to have a compliance certificate, so I would be concerned if the owner doesn't have one of those. There's a question here
yeah, question from David. Thank you, David. And thanks for answering that, Lizzie. How is this received by the conveyancers and solicitors? Do you find they are supportive or usually upset with the process?
Good question, David. Thank you for that. Look, as a conveyancer myself of over 12 years, I would welcome an agent sending me the REI QuiContract before I start work on a matter. This not only saves me a lot of time, but it saves me a lot of money as well. And you'd be surprised to know that we've consulted with the Law Society and they have no objection with agents obtaining the REI QuiContract documents for lawyers and conveyancers as well. REI QuiContract, the REI QuiContract is usually enough to let you start marketing the property, but they are not enough for you to exchange. So as a point of just to reiterate, we generally suggest that you send the REI QuiContract documents progressively as you receive them to the conveyancer or lawyer. But you'll be surprised to know as well that we have a new feature due to be released in the next month or so, which allows you to nominate your favourite conveyancer. From then on, once you tick an extra box, the REI QuiContract documents will go directly to the conveyancer at the same time as you receive them, saving them the time and the money and the trouble for having to wait to order, pay and wait for those documents.
Okay, thanks. If you've got another question from Nuri, what about company title apartments?
Company title apartments work a little bit differently. You can certainly order all of the documents required by law to be included in the contract, but with company title, I believe there are some additional documents that are required to be attached to that as well. So generally, I would, again, just make sure that you send those documents to the conveyancer and they can finalise the contract and settle it for you before you exchange.
Okay, great. Right. Thanks for your question, Nuri. Another one from Claire. Thank you, Claire. Can REI QuiContract be used for commercial and retail properties?
Yep, great question again, Claire. You can use REI QuiContract for any property, but the draw, of course, with REI QuiContract is getting you, is getting you to market quicker. And as you know, with residential properties, you do need to have a valid contract with you before you start marketing. With commercial and retail properties, of course, that barrier isn't there, but you can, of course, use REI QuiContract, and we have certainly a lot of members who do use it for commercial and retail properties as well, making sure they just add any leases or any other relevant information that is required.
Great. Thanks, Lizzie. And thank you, Claire. Do we have any other questions out there at all? Okay. All right, great. Doesn't look like there's any more questions. If anyone's got any more, just feel free to send them through. Is there, okay, cool. And how are we going, Lizzie?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
All right,
See,
great.
the purpose of this demonstration was to show you how quick and easy it is, and as well, our demonstration webinar is quick and easy as well. So thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. After this session, John will send you some links to our website with our frequently asked questions so you can have a poke around, as well as the registration documents with our user guide and some notes to lawyers or your clients who might have any questions about REI QuiContract.
Okay, great.
So feel free to contact us as well if you have anything else.
Okay. Thank you, Lizzie. That was a really good demonstration. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. If you've got any questions about QuiContract, feel free to give me a call or the dedicated hotline that Lizzie mentioned. While we've got you on the call, just want to let you know we've got a new website for all our revamped training courses. That's really simple to use. There's some great courses there. We've also got REI forms if you want to check that out, and DocuSign, which is really good in this environment. And just to let you know, for your property management departments, we've got Realty Protect landlord insurance. It's literally the best landlord insurance product on the market. There is an embargo on new sales, but we are relaunching mid-June. If your landlords are insured with that, there is protection for them under the standard policy. But definitely going back to REI QuiContract, we're getting lots of favourable feedback from people that are using it. I think the best thing that people tell me, and there may be other things, is that it gives them the ability to start marketing the product straight away. It also, puts them a step ahead of their competitors in being able to assist their client more thoroughly through the sales process. So thank you again for joining today, and just wishing you all a great day. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, everyone, and stay safe and be well. See you again soon.
Thank you.